Today's review is the long-awaited T-Mobile G2, the follow-up to the famous G1, otherwise known as the Google phone. The G2 brings so many new things to the table, including HSPA plus speeds, Android 2.2, a revamped exterior, and 5-megapixel camera with HD video. Let's dive into the T-Mobile G2. When we stack the G2 up against its predecessor, the G1, it's obvious that some external changes have unfolded. First off, note the color of the phone. It's a nice silver on the facade. The back has a nice gunmetal gray design with a brushed metal back panel that pops off with the flip of a switch. This is a very sleek looking phone compared to last year's all black plastic design. Also, the trackball, the BlackBerry-esque trackball, has been replaced with an optical trackpad, just like BlackBerry upgraded to their optical trackpad. Interesting. We have the classic home menu back and search buttons on the face of the phone. We have a power lock switch, 3.5mm audio jack, camera button, volume control, and on the back we have a 5-megapixel camera with built-in LED flash / video light. But unfortunately, in order to get to the SIM card or the 8GB micro SD card, which is included, we have to take the battery out. Now, the micro SD card slot has a capacity of 32GB, which is fairly standard amongst most high-end smartphones. Perhaps the most revamped feature about the T-Mobile G2 is its slide-out QWERTY keyboard, which really lifts more than slides, thanks to 3 hinges on the inside, which actually lifts the faceplate of the phone up about a good ½ inch. Here we have a nice, wide, long QWERTY keyboard with plenty of real estate for fast typing. Only our number buttons were sacrificed, so we have to rely on the Alt button more often. Now, it's a 3.7-inch capacitive touchscreen, and it rivals the Motorola Droid 2 in terms of resolution, though it misses out when compared to the Samsung Epic 4G's Super AMOLED screen. When we talk about features, the T-Mobile G2 is well equipped. We have the latest Snapdragon processor running at 800 MHz. We have 4GB of built-in NAND flash, and this phone also runs Android 2.2, making it one of the fastest browsing experiences on the market. 2.2 also gives us boosted phone speeds, enhanced exchange support, a better camera interface and browser, voice dialing over Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity, and more assorted options, but that's pretty much the crux of it. On page 2 of our 7 home screens we get, there are 12 different Google applications that come preloaded on the phone. We're talking maps, goggles, latitude, tracks, listen. I can go on forever. So most of our search was accomplished by voice search or just using the browser. And speaking of the browser, we could pinch and zoom. We could double tap to zoom. It's just like any other Android 2.2 phone. And we loved our application menu, which scrolled up and down just like the Star Wars text in the beginning of the film. Pressing and holding a finger on the screen gave us a menu allowing us to add widgets, options, shortcuts, folders, that kind of thing. We had Facebook and Twitter widgets. All of our Google contacts and information could be synced all together in the Google community. So it's really a big alternative to the iLife. Of course, we had the Android market. So this phone is very fast, very efficient. Texting, we get swipe, it's very quick. The QWERTY keyboard worked very well. There's plenty of space for us to type. We also got customizable shortcut buttons, 3 shortcut buttons that we could assign any application or task to. So feature-wise, the T-Mobile G2 is one of the best phones out there. This phone only has 1 microphone, but it did an excellent job of suppressing background noise, and everything came in crystal clear. If you want to know about battery life, we haven't charged this phone since yesterday. Yesterday we did a full day of testing, pictures, emails, internet browsing, you name it on this phone, and we still have half a battery life, more than half a battery life left. So battery life was pretty good. It's on par with the Motorola Droid 2. And we can't forget the HSPA speeds on this phone. It's about equivalent to the 4G network on Sprint. Now the T-Mobile G2 has a 5 megapixel camera with 720p HD video recording. We really like the G1's image quality, and we can tell you that the G2 was about the same. So really we only saw boosted resolutions and not boosted image quality, which makes this phone fall along the medium to higher spectrum of smartphones when it comes to digital imaging. We did like the G2's camera interface with digital filters and manual controls, and also we had the ability to use the video light in video mode, which is courtesy of Android 2.2. It's a great thing. Sharing pictures and videos is very easy. It's just pretty much one touch. Upload to Facebook, PhotoBucket, Flickr. So on the camera front, good with the G2. Not the best, but very good. So now it's time for our final answer with the T-Mobile G2. This is one of the best phones in its class. It goes head to head with the Motorola Droid 2 and Samsung Epic 4G. It's as fast as the Epic 4G, if not faster at some times, thanks to the HSPA plus speeds. The phone has a 5 megapixel camera with flash. It's got revamped body design. Android 2.2. It's about as good as you can get in this class. We highly recommend the T-Mobile G2. For InfoSync World, I'm Mike Perlman.